Hello, welcome to my vlog. I wrote this the other day and I think it's something very profound to me where I talk about detachment and detachment theory. I am currently okay, pause the video. I realize that I do this with my shoulders every time I speak. I'm like, and there's something closes here, so I'm trying to like push my shoulders back so I have this like just like my posture is better instead of shrinking and trying to tell you something here. So don't mind me, but I have been doing a lot of analysis on detachment theory and detachment from my breakup, and I realized something. I realized that we can grow very attached to people that give us warmth and give us safety. And at the end of the day, that might seem okay. And it's okay because that's what a relationship is supposed to be like. You want that person to bring you safety and comfort, and that doesn't mean you have to attach to them if there is an honest communication and there is no power dynamic. So, my hairline. You saw that? I look bald. No! I don't look bald. I look beautiful. So, it goes something along these lines. Of course, I was going to depend on you. I was a wandering soul in a new city, captivated by the beauty of the beach, and we ended up in the same place at the same time. You're with your mean friends, and I was alone. At the moment, I didn't mind being alone because it felt better than being at home with my roommate. When I came to your apartment, it was incredible. It was incredible. A place in this new city for me. After just 2 nights of meeting you, I found that I was pregnant. You insulted me, but also cared for me. You made me suffer, yet you hugged me at night. You made me cry, and then you warmed me a hot plate. And then I paused, because that's a lot. I often blame myself for the attachment that I grew to this person, and how much of these like endless anxious nights that I had where I couldn't sleep and I couldn't breathe and I didn't want to eat anything and I just didn't know my place. And I sometimes always feel like that. I'm like, where is my community? Like, why do I keep being alone? And today I just got a lot of reinforcement from the people around me. I wouldn't even call them my friends because they're not people that I would hang out with. They're just classmates that I see in art school and that just like my vibe, and or like people that work with me that just want to talk to me and share moments like this, and that reinforced to me that this growth and this change that I'm going through right now is so meaningful in my path right now, that I have to learn to be okay with being alone. And that this attachment that I grew to this person, it's not because I was broken, and it's not because I didn't have that I was missing something in my childhood. It was this traumatic experience that I lived with this person. And honestly, my first time moving solo to a city and having this unfortunate event where I was still very youthful and very naive, to the point that I let people decide what was best for me. And you grow attachment from that. It's like my roots were just embedded in this I like steel of iron, where I kept growing with him, and I was just oxidizing my I don't even know if that's a word, like oxidizing myself within this person. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with me, because I know that it was for the best to leave so that I could grow. And I'm growing, and it hurts. It hurts so much. Like, it hurts, but I know that I'm detaching from this person. And the moment that I start realizing how much detachment has happened, beautiful things come. And I know more beautiful things will come into my life, that there's going to be this opening of a portal, this opportunity, this enlightenment, this path, whatever you want to call it, where I will continue on this path, meeting all these people that like my aesthetic, that like my vibe, that just having this new routine will impact my later on steps. If I want to become a creative director in a house of fashion, and work in a house of fashion, and motivate myself, and then come back to this place where I rooted myself and I love myself, and have this art studio. But it all comes from, it all stems from here. It all really, really stems from taking care of myself right now, learning that nothing is wrong with me, and that this experience, I have to live it, and I have to live with it alone, because I came into this world alone, and no one else is here with me to experience it. And people will honestly come and go. They will leave. They will leave, and you're left here with yourself. And there's different parts of myself in this apartment. Like, there's me that does the yoga, and then there's comfy me in my robe, in my reading my book, and then there's working me in my desk, and then there's me that prepares some hot cocoa and is gonna make a salad. There's so many parts of me that I am admiring about this transition. And yes, I want to run and be with my family, but that won't give me any growth. The growth happens here. The growth is right now. And this is how this ends. Thinking that I had attachment issues just made me hurt so much. It made me think that there was something wrong with me. But there's nothing wrong with me. I went through a really painful situation in my life, and you were the only one that I could hold on to. You threatened me at times that you would leave, and you did. You did leave me a couple of times, and then came back, because there was something in your heart that told you that what you were doing was wrong. I knew I wanted to leave for a while. I knew that I did not want to be there any longer. I struck you in your ego where it hurts the most, and you finally decided to let go. While I fought for my life, pleading in the air as I fell into a dark hole, I fought and fought, trying to fight with the air, moving my hands and feet, trying to almost attempt to fly. But the whole world where I was getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I finally reached the bottom of the hole. It was dark, and boy, was it scary. Sleepless nights, no appetite, illusion to nothing. Nothing felt real. The light did not come out for weeks. And I battled with all these emotions of being scared, because all I wanted to do was for you to come back and pull me back to your life. But you did not, and I couldn't keep on needing to crawl back into your hole. I had to find a way out through a new opening. It is now that I realize that there are so many more things in life that I need to do. Yes, being alone right now is important because it's what is going to heal me. I will not try to replace you because that will just bring me back to the same place. Repetitive holes. Replacing another person with another person, and the loop continues. I need to move on and have a different life. As much as I love this tourist fairy tale life, it no longer serves me. It is no longer me, and I need to accept that. And that is it.